So, if you're really broke, you probably stumble upon this video. This is coding on Roblox. Let's start. Hour 1, coding your own first project. So, on Roblox, there's obviously scripts. Games run on these scripts right here. For example, print, hello world. And according to Roblox, it says, what you will learn this hour is why Roblox and Lua are perfect combination. Lua is one of the easiest coding languages. Well, that's obviously the Roblox would choose that. What Roblox's Studio's main windows are, which you probably have it downloaded. If you download Roblox, Roblox Studio comes with it. How to say hello to the world with your first code, which we already have right here. It comes instantly. This is actually basically the default script you have. How to make a part explode. Jeez. How to check for errors and how to leave a comment. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm reading off of Roblox's coding book, and any error within this book, it's not my fault, okay? Don't blame me. Don't blame me if your account gets terminated. I'm reading off of Roblox's coding book, after all. And it's probably old. So I think it's from 2022, 2023. And a lot has changed on Roblox. Mostly for the bad. And if you're new to Roblox Studio, you might need to know the controls. WASD to move around. E to move up. Q to move down. If you want to look around with the camera, you hold the right click. I just call it the right click. Fuck all the other terms. The scroll wheel, that's to also move the camera around as well, like this. And if you do a left click, you can select something. If you want to select multiple things, you go shift and then you select, yes, like that. If you want to focus on a certain object, let's say if I move this very far, and if I want to see this part closely, I press F. There you go. Now, I forgot my cursor, but that's besides the point. You might need to go to script next if you want to see output. So now output would be pretty important. Honestly, I believe it is important because we got a script right here that says hello world. So if I remove the print, it's not gonna print. I'll show you proof right here. See? Incomplete statement. But if let's just put back the print here, it prints out, surprisingly, hello world. There you go. And if you're wondering, how do I add the parts? There's parts right here. There's a part button right here. There you go. Parts. There you go. Parts. Now if you do want to delete the parts that you just generated, all you just have to do is, select all of those parts, and you can back shift or use the delete button. If you're wondering about the hello world print that we just did, you can actually change it to anything. So, for example, I can change it to yep. And we can go to test afterwards, and we can see an output. Yes, there we go. Now, let's code an explosion, like Roblox said to do, which is pretty weird, but okay, fair enough. Alright, so we got our script over here, which we just used to code an let's code an explosion. So, first, we're gonna click on enter, and we're gonna select a local trap equals script dot parent. This references the part right here. The script is a part of the part. And we can go, secondly, we go to local function. So local function, trap. And what a local function is it's basically just a function. Alright, there we go. Problem solved. It's a function. But in all seriousness, local function actually means storing a function within the script. That's all I can say. And right here we have trap. And in between we have these brackets. What we're gonna put in these brackets, we're gonna put part touched. I don't know like why Roblox like parts touching. That's kind of suspicious. Anyways, part touched and destroy. So what this will do basically is, if I'm not gonna spoil it. How about that? I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna click trap or type trap dot touch. I'm reading a book while I'm doing this. Connected on touch. There you go. And it says it's wrong apparently. On connect trap. Okay, that's what I was missing. I should be a beginner, bro. Now the reason for this is because the function here we have is a trap. So we're basically referencing the function right here, which is parts destroyed, right? If you get touched, you get destroyed. That sounds wrong. If you go, let's go to test it out. What the fuck is the part? And then apparently I got twisted because I put the function name as trap when I really shouldn't, because I already referenced trap right here. So that was causing errors for me. And that basically trap basically it references the part right here. It literally says right here. And on function references on touch references the function. So now let's just test this out. What will say in output? So what you should do with this part is elevate it a little bit and anchor it. You have an anchor button, so it's stuck basically. So now we're going to test. It does not break the base plate, and we can touch it. Oh, see, I died. So the little issue here is, where the hell does this? Where is the explosion? There's no explosions. It just explodes my body. That's it.
Oh, believe it or don't, this submarine launched 3 weeks ahead of schedule.
So now you can see attempt to connect failed. Pass value is not function because, and if you go here, line 7, it gives you the exact where the error is. It says ooh is not a function because it is not a function. On touch is. Right? We're going back to on touch. And we're gonna try it again. And let's see if it works. Now, comments are basically when you do this. When you basically make a comment, like you say, this is dog shit, not a real explosion. I want to see ice.